Hello YouTube, welcome to Aces Plays. Today I'm going to be trying a new game called Infection Free Zone. It's currently, or still in early access, so there will be the occasional hiccup and maybe a bug here and there, but that's what early access is for. The game is not fully released yet, but it's available to download and play right now. And this game is really interesting. It's a combination of like a real-time strategy game, a colony management game, a simulation game, tower defense. It's a bunch of things all in one, and I'm excited to show you this. I played for about maybe 5 hours here and there to kind of get my bearings. And one interesting aspect of this game that you'll notice right away is it's going to draw its map based off Google Maps, basically. So it'll generate your game map based on where you want to start somewhere in the real world. So I already have here downloaded is Santa Monica. I don't live in Santa Monica, but I did live there for quite a significant amount of time. So I'm going to go ahead and choose. This is sort of like the main central hub of Santa Monica. It's the pier area. Basically, it's where Route 66, the Santa Monica Freeway, ends. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this area just to show you guys what this game is like. And let's go ahead and click continue. And so for those of you who have lived in Santa Monica, you might be pleased to see like some of the street names and buildings that you're familiar with. So this used to be a densely populated area. The difficulty might be very high. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. So far, I found this game to be really fun when you play in areas that you've lived in before in the past. Like, oh, I remember I lived in this one little town when I was a kid. Like, and you type in that city and like you try and do a zombie defense simulation in that city. It's pretty fun, and I've been enjoying this quite a lot, and looking forward to doing a playthrough. Although there's already a lot of well, not a lot, but there's several playthroughs already where people have played this game to feature completion. Basically, they explored everything about the game, and I've kind of went through a little bit of those just to see what else is there in advance. And there's quite a lot to this game. It's super interesting.
The world as we know it,
all right,
is gone.
I'm gonna let the cinematic run.
What we called the mad virus appeared out of nowhere. It made people turn extremely violent, aggressive, and unrestrainable. Soon later, the infected became bloodthirsty, more like vampires than human. There was chaos, panic, and war for survival. Desperate people were just as dangerous as the virus itself. Even our loved ones could become a threat. The infection spread quickly throughout the entire globe. Every region, every country, every city. Drastic measures were taken to get rid of the infected, but they all failed. The last chance for those who seemed immune was to hide in underground shelters, ones that we improvised in garages and basements, loaded with food, water, and air filtration systems. These were the places where we survived, sealed from the outside. For so long, we waited for any signal, any info that a cure had been found, and the situation stabilized. Instead, we listened as the world grew quiet. Our resources were becoming depleted. Life support systems were failing. And just as we were losing all hope, we received a distant call.
To all survivors, the infection is in decline. Seek others and rebuild.
This was the impulse we needed. There were others out there. We could come back to the surface. No more hiding. From the ruins of the old world, we will build our new home.
Okay, so the first in-game day, there is quite a bit of tutorial prompts, and I'll do my best not to talk over those. But here we are in beautiful Santa Monica, which is in West LA, and it's a suburb, which of course is Los Angeles. So All right, I'm not going to speak too much on the area itself, but what I am interested in doing is setting up a base that's going to be along the pier. And so the first thing you do is you just choose your starting building, basically. And when I click, having issues with that. No, when the game like officially begins, I'll try not to speak too much over all of the tutorial prompts. Okay, so I'm going to choose this as my headquarters. And let's see, it does this interesting thing where you kind of choose which side of the building you want your residents to kind of focus on, but okay, we're gonna go with that.
Operator, this is First Squad Leader. We made our way out. The neighborhood looks deserted. We'll have to scavenge the nearby buildings for any useful resources.
Okay, so we're gonna look for food.
Okay. Find something to eat as fast as possible.
Yeah, the voiceover, the voice acting is really good in this game. So okay, so it does kind of run in real time. So what I'm going to do temporarily right now is just pause it. And I guess like one point to kind of start at is here when you click on your base, you see that you have 45 residents. I believe if you click further on here, it'll tell you 5 of those residents are children, so they're incapable of working. So you have 40 people in total who can do stuff. Right now, 4 of those people are in this squad, and you can see what they're equipped with. The cool thing about these squads is that the squads can go out and they basically go where you tell them to, kind of like a real-time strategy game. So what I can do is click on this squad and tell them to go and investigate this abandoned building. And since I have a lot of other people, 36 other people, I can make more squads. So here this blue bar is like a progress bar, and the larger the building, the longer it's going to take them to scavenge the building. So what I'm going to do here is create a new squad and just send them to a different building to look at. Now the reason why this squad they came back is they dropped off supplies that they found. So here they still have supplies that they can drop off. These guys, this group is 30% through this building. And another thing I could do, I still have 32 idle residents, so I can go and have them harvest wood and other materials that are around the base. So let's go ahead and click any wood that we can. And the reason why you want to gather resources is that you can convert these abandoned buildings to expand your base to other facilities like a kitchen, a barracks, like research center, and other things like that. I've only explored just a few hours into this game, so there's going to be a lot of things that I'm encountering for the first time. So just kind of bear with me. And so I'm going to send these guys we're going to go south. And what I could do is I could just keep creating squads. And I'm gonna send this squad up north.
We're on the move.
Okay, well, I'm out of workers actually, so there's only 2 people in this squad. And so, did they find anything? Oh yeah, if you press V. Oh, I got an incoming transmission.
Sir, the crates are in the HQ. We have to think what to scavenge first. It will be best to check some shops or warehouses. Search done.
Okay. I'll point you where to go.
Roger.
Chief, I will speak on behalf of the other citizens. Let us go and adapt the buildings to suitable shelters, so we don't spend a single more night underground.
Going there.
Yes. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so all the people out here who are harvesting resources, they're unarmed. And so they're incapable of course, fighting any zombies that might wander by. So we've got an idle squad here, so let's go ahead and send them.
Going there. Reporting. Receiving. On my way.
And kind of like RimWorld, you can hold down Shift and right-click so you can queue up orders for them to do. So you don't have to manually, one at a time, tell them to investigate each building.
Roger.
Each time. They'll just do it in order that you've queued up.
Search done.
So like this, yeah, this squad, you see, like they investigated this building and they immediately just went to this next
We're on the
one.
move.
And from the few hours that I played so far, you don't really encounter any zombie hordes while the sun is out. It's usually at night that they'll start coming by, and that's where the game starts to become like a bit of a tower defense.
On my way.
Okay, so they've cleared this building. One thing that I like, it took me a little while to figure out how squad behavior works, is that they'll stay put if they haven't filled up all 4 of their inventory slots, meaning that they're going to stay there
Roger.
until they're full, until they reach full capacity, and they'll automatically go back to home base to drop off what they found. That's what this unit has been doing. That's why they've been sort of running around on their own. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to send this squad back
Reporting. Let's do it.
because they're almost full anyways. This squad is still...
Sir,
Alright.
the sun is getting low. We don't know what's going to happen during the night. We can continue our scavenging operations in the dark, but that will be way more dangerous than waiting until sunrise.
Okay.
Carry on. We need those resources.
Sir, it is too dangerous for unarmed civilians to work after nightfall. Everyone will return home.
Okay, let's be safe.
Stop working.
Alright,
Start winding down for some rest.
Alright, so around 5:30 to 6 p.m., all of the unarmed civilians who are scavenging resources, they'll automatically return back to base. So, but what you can do is you can still keep controlling these squads. And what I'm going to do is that...
We're on the move.
Okay, this 2-man squad... Actually, hold on.
Receiving. Roger.
I'm going to disband the group, because there's only 2 of them in there.
Ready for action.
Okay, so
We're on the move.
they found 13 cans of food, basically. So we're going to have this group bring it back automatically.
Reporting.
So they only found 1.
On my way. Hey, Chief. There are signs of smoke. It's coming out of a building. I think there might be some people there. I recommend we go and investigate.
Let's investigate.
Alright, so
On my way.
right now it's nighttime, so we're kind of like in this night vision-esque type,
Going there.
this night vision type shader. But as the game progresses,
Hostiles inbound.
it'll give you more and more things and more objectives
Sir, just saw a group of infected.
to go
They
for.
might not be aware of our presence yet.
We'll stay away from them.
Okay,
We're on the move.
okay, so this group...
Infected incoming.
Go to the next building. And then when you're done,
There are some infected around here.
go ahead and check that out. Okay, I have a group here.
Receiving.
They got all the food there, so they're gonna stay put.
Let's do it. Hostiles inbound.
So they can spot a horde there. So the more, like, when you send a squad up here, they'll gain vision of like a certain radius around them,
Hostiles inbound.
so they can see him. So if they get a little close, like normally when they're this far out, they may or may not.
Spotted.
They may or may not spot you. That's the thing. So
Roger.
okay, are they rummaging through this building?
Receiving. Going there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Building clear.
All right. So they cleared out a lot of the buildings down here. They didn't really find much. And so we have
Reporting.
an idle squad here, but I'm going to keep them there because they're keeping vision of what's happening out here. And we have a squad here
Reporting.
in our home base. So only squads are actually capable of fighting. But sometimes you can have squads of people who only have melee weapons. So the more you expand your colony, the more of these empty buildings that you start repurposing for your own facilities. You also have to protect them because having people working in there doesn't really count as people who can defend them. So it becomes like this very interesting cat and mouse game of resources of like how many guns do you have, because you do have a finite amount of guns, Like, there's only 2 guns remaining in this colony, so if I were to create a new squad, only 2 of those members would have guns. Okay, so right now I don't really want this group to leave this building, and I could have this group, I guess, roam in that one. I'm gonna queue up, get the next building.
We're on the move.
Okay, yeah.
No more to find. No more to find.
Okay, they didn't find anything.
Going there.
And there's
Another one incoming. Reporting. Roger.
okay. So it's 1:30 a.m. I'm gonna fast forward a little
Hostiles
bit.
inbound. Waiting orders. Roger.
Okay.
There are some infected around here. Another one incoming.
Oh, you can see fighting is done automatically. You don't really have to do much about it. I haven't had much problems fighting off hordes because they don't really put up much of a fight. But again, I haven't really gone more than a couple of in-game days. But the hordes do get more aggressive as the days go by. So, all right.
Boss, you know that tall building at... If we get there, we could see much further into the local area. There's probably a lot of resources there as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Check it out now.
Okay. It's pretty far away. Alright, so there's a horde that's holding up in this building, so we're going to go ahead and
Reporting. Roger.
retake that.
Reporting. On my way. This night was easy. There are sure to be some infected around here. We should build some defenses before the next night. Infected inside!
Agreed. Let's build a wooden tower.
Operator.
Search done.
Okay, so I'm going to check on how much wood we have. So the gatherers have so far accumulated 120 wood. So I'm going to go ahead and check on building a shelter so that we can expand our living quarters, which allows us to accommodate more people, of course. So this costs 82. This would cost 92, but it has 68 living quarters.
Search done.
Okay. So
Everything's collected.
okay, so they're going to start converting this building into a shelter. We have this group here. They're carrying back some resources for us. And another thing I'm going to do is construct a watchtower. And I want it to be able to watch this area.
Going there.
Okay, we need to find... we need to hopefully find some guns, because right now we only have 2 guns remaining left in this... in our headquarters. So we could potentially disband this group, you know, which puts 4 guns back into the our weapons pool, so we could build another watchtower. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're just sort of playing. I'm just sort of like figuring the game out for the first time as well. So it's pretty interesting. And so right now they're 15% through converting this building into a shelter.
Building clear.
All right, building clear. Nice. All right, they got no resources from that. All right, let's I guess hit up this building.
Let's do it.
Sometimes the game will give you a clue on what you're most likely to find in this building. So it says there's probably going to be a lot of tools in this hardware store. Okay. And we can go ahead and gather up metal from these abandoned cars. We're going to need metal pretty soon to build other types of buildings.
No more to find.
Okay. Oh, they found 2 tools. All right.
Building complete.
Building complete. Oh yeah, so they have a watchtower. Okay. So right now there's 2 people assigned here, but I'm not sure if they have they taken the guns.
Clear.
Yeah. So that that guy should have a weapon on them. It's yeah. One thing about this game though, maybe I can change the controls and I just haven't bothered to do it, but it's a little awkward. It's a little awkward to like navigate around the map. Normally you would just use the mouse for it, but you gotta use the keyboard for it. I'm pretty sure you can just reassign the controls, but I just haven't bothered to do it yet. Okay, alright, this crew is just chilling. Oh, and that's right, it told me a couple of things. So it said there's smoke rising from this building, so there might be people living here. So we're gonna have this crew go and check it out. It's a pretty large building, so the larger the structure is, the longer it's gonna take your squad to investigate the building, of course. So right now it's almost 3 o'clock and should be alright. We're not gonna finish the shelter today, unfortunately.
Receiving.
Okay, so we're done.
Roger.
Okay.
Chief, we found some survivors. They've been living in terrible conditions for the last few years. We could bring them in, but will we be able to feed them?
Bring them in.
Building clear.
Yeah, any amount of extra workers we can get would be appreciated because we've already maxed out our workers right now. Did they find something? I think one thing that's a bug is that even though this is a pier, the game thinks that they're running on water, so they move extra slow, basically, as though they were swimming.
Waiting orders. Let's do it.
So we're almost halfway through our capacity limit for resources. We found 5 survivors who are about to join us. So it's a good thing we're going to have this shelter done pretty soon.
Waiting orders.
Okay, so...
We're on the move. Roger.
Chief, we found some medical supplies. They'll definitely come in handy. Now we'll be able to give first aid to the wounded. But if we want to heal people more efficiently, we'll need to build a med bay.
The med bay sounds like a good idea. We'll think of that.
Okay, so med bay should now be unlocked. So the way you unlock some of these buildings is that you just kind of have to explore the area, and the more you explore, you'll run into items that give your colonists ideas of what they should build next. So they said something about a med bay. Okay. Or maybe we need to unlock that later on. Okay, so we got a crew that's still investigating, or scavenging. Oh, I hear gunshots.
We're under attack!
What were they doing? Oh, they're getting wood. Let's cancel that.
Clear.
How much wood do I currently have? 65. It's pretty good.
Inbound, sir. It's almost nightfall. We can already see some infected coming out of their lairs. Operator, roger.
Okay.
The door won't
Get
hold
ready
much
to
longer.
defend the zone.
Now this is a melee squad. Okay, yeah, the watchtower took him out. Alright, so this melee
Waiting
squad.
orders.
I could send the melee squad down here, actually, so... Alright.
Reporting.
I panicked and
There are
had
some infected around here.
this crew run all the way back. But we'll just keep...
We're on the move. Operator. Reporting. On my way.
Okay, so I'm gonna have this crew go and defend our shelter here.
Port spotted.
They're trying to get inside.
Oh wow, They're getting pretty aggro, like, but the game did warn me, like, hey, you're playing in a dense city right now. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Sure you're ready?
There are some infected around here.
Okay, I'm just gonna have everyone kind of stay put for the rest of the night. I'm gonna.
Spotted.
The infected are pillaging a building.
So one of my squad members got injured. It's not too bad. It's only half a day to recover from that.
The infected are pillaging a building.
Okay, I think the workers, when they come out to work at 6, they should automatically grab these.
Wake up and do your job.
Okay. Alright, so they're automatically going to build... And I know you can reassign... Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to assign more people to build than it is to harvest, basically. I'm basically just redistributing how... what they're going to focus on.
Chief, the survivors that we took in, they have some important info that we could use. They speak of various kinds of infected animals that they encountered. And other groups of survivors, too. But they've lost people recently. It'll take some time for them to integrate. Let me find some jobs and shelter for them.
Okay, let them rest.
On my way.
Alright, so we're going to send this squad way back there to grab the supplies that they found. And here we have, actually, a neutral group. I don't know if they have good or bad intentions, but I'm gonna keep them at arm's length, basically. Let's see. So metal, we've got 30, and then we've got 45 wood. So if I wanted to build, what else can I build? Not much. I can build a warehouse. Not that I really need it right now, but... Okay.
Receiving.
So one challenging thing now is that now that I've occupied this building, we have to defend it as well, so there you go. Okay, we got another income.
Chief, many of our workers don't have any jobs. Send them to gather resources, to construct or to work at some of the buildings.
Good idea. Alright, so let's gather some wood. Go ahead and gather all that.
We're on the move.
We're gonna see.
Operator. Receiving. Let's do it. Reporting.
Okay, so... And as you can already tell, what's happening is that once the nearby buildings have been scavenged, you have to keep going further and further out to make more progress, basically. So I think what the game has done so far is that it's always spawned a car somewhere nearby. I just haven't encountered one yet. So I'm gonna leave that group alone.
Roger.
Queue that up. So they'll hit up these 3 buildings.
Building clear. Reporting. Waiting orders. Roger.
Oh, they move so sluggishly because the game thinks they're on water. Alright, they didn't find anything that really.
We're on the move.
So they are...
Receiving.
Okay. So they're harvesting wood. They are...
Operator.
26.
Receiving.
25.
Waiting orders.
So they're going to automatically run back, which I'm fine with because they've got full inventories. Oh, okay. I accidentally skipped through the transmission, but you just click
This is
through.
the infection-free zone. Please respond.
The infection is in decline. Seek a host and rebuild.
Operator, on my way.
Is somebody there?
This. The infection is in decline. Seek host and rebuild.
Can you hear me?
Search done.
This. The infection is in decline. Seek host and rebuild.
Hello? Please respond. Over.
This. The infection is in decline. Seek host and rebuild.
Chief, this is the same transmission we received before, but the signal is even weaker. Our walkie-talkies are not powerful enough for long-range communication. We have to build a large antenna. A local library or university would be a good place to search for information on how to make it work.
Let's go there.
Okay, so it's gonna tell us. Okay, so it knows. So the game is telling us that this is a library or where we can find technical books. So this is one of our next objectives that we have to investigate. Okay, and so what's this crew doing? Okay.
Receiving.
Okay, it takes a real long time for the crew to clear out this area because
Building
it's
clear.
just bugged right now. So
Today's toil is over. Get some rest.
okay, so the zombies got pretty aggressive yesterday. So
Operator, we're on the move.
do they have guns here? Yes, they do. They have 2 of them.
Ready for action. Roger. Let's do it. Horde, spotted!
Wipe that sleep off your face and get to work.
Ready for action.
Sir, the people have reported hearing a lot of noises coming from underground. They're afraid that it could be infected moving through the sewers and tunnels. We need to bolster our defenses and be ready to attack from within, too.
We'll be ready.
Task complete.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Receiving. We're on the move. Operator. Let's do it.
see if I can build anything. No. Okay, that sucks.
Waiting orders. Ready for action. Roger. Clear.
They're not picking up the inventory that's here.
Waiting orders.
Oh, it is.
Ready for action. We're on the move. Clear. Receiving. Let's do it.
I think it's because it's on these water tiles. The game may be having some conflict with us being able to collect it.
Waiting orders.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Roger. Going there.
We'll just hit up that
Roger.
building. These guys are done?
Operator.
Alright.
Let's do it. Sir, just found a car that looks drivable. On my way. Trying to make it run again.
Okay, try it.
Okay, one really fun
No more to find.
fun
Hostiles
feature of
inbound.
this hostiles inbound. Fun feature about this are the vehicles. So we got 4 people with guns. Okay, so the library that we need to go to is currently occupied by a bunch of zombies. I don't really know by how... Okay, there's a lot. 10 of them. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to have to bring 2 squads with us. But only 1 squad can fit in a car. But
Where are we going?
once you're in a car, though, you can fit... Oh, I didn't mean to fast forward that. But you can fit up to 4 people.
We're gonna see.
And your inventory greatly expands, so...
We're on the move. Reporting. Roger.
So, yeah, sometimes the pathing of this is a little odd, but I guess they'll try and follow real world like traffic as well. All right, so we got a squad here.
Operator.
Not really doing much.
On
Sure,
my way.
we'll just send them that far out. Okay, we have a squad
Ready for action.
here. Evan, where's the... Oh yeah, you have to tell them. Okay, you guys.
Operator.
Oh, normally they would fight. Okay, I've never seen this before where there's both zombies as well as a scavenging squad at the same location. This
Waiting
one.
orders. Going there. Chief, we found some seeds in one of the buildings. It looks like grain. There were some farming tools as well. Maybe we could use this to start cultivating the land again.
Okay, bring that in.
We should have a place where we can cook meals for our citizens. This will make our people much happier, too.
Okay, let's build a cookhouse.
Okay, so can I build a cookhouse? Yes, I can. I need... This will be our cookhouse. And we're gonna start planting fields, so...
No more to find. Building clear.
I don't know how many I can build, so let's just click 3. So this is where like real world topography kind of helps, like especially if you're familiar with the area. So normally in real life this would all be just one giant beach.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
This actually is a giant parking lot in real life. But the game also doesn't take topography for consideration. So this stretch of road, the Pacific Coast Highway,
Job done.
there's actually
Roger.
a very large sheer drop. It's like 6 stories high, but according to the game, everything is just flat. That's just one thing about this area. And another thing would be, so there is a Bubba Gumps over at Santa Monica Pier. Now, I'm going to pause it so the game doesn't interrupt. So there is a Bubba Gumps over at Santa Monica Pier. It's actually this building, IRL. And if you've ever seen the movie Forrest Gump, this is where Forrest Gump concluded his cross-country run. He was just running around the United States for several times, actually. This is where he decided to stop. So it really is a Bubba Gumps right there. There is a restaurant here at the end of the pier, but I've never been there. I have no idea what type of food they serve or what the restaurant is called. But all along here are just... Oh, crap.
Waiting orders.
Hold on a second.
On my way.
Just go ahead and hang out
Get
there.
incoming.
Oh yeah, they're finally fighting the zombies that were in
We
there.
need backup.
Okay, so they've taken that over. They're still scavenging it, about 50%. Okay, actually, hold on a second. Do I really want them to build this right now? Not really. Well, anyways, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up.
There are some infected around here.
I got a couple of things I need to do, but I'm really interested in playing this game some more, and especially as
Another one incoming.
I get more familiar with it. But I wanted to show you guys about this game right now because I'm just super excited about it. All right, everyone. I'll catch you in the next episode, whatever game that may be. Thanks.